Today we're doing arms, we're doing something different. Ben's gonna lead the workout. Whenever I'm working out with Ben, I like to learn different styles of training. Ben has so much knowledge, so letting him lead the workouts and gonna learn some stuff and hopefully be able to provide you guys some cool tips on arm training. So when performing a dumbbell curl, right, you see like everyone like shoulders go in different positions, elbows go in different positions. Some people when they curl, their elbow comes up like this. Some people keep the elbow back and curl like this. Some people's are even back really far and they curl like this. Is there an optimal way when curling to put more stress on the bicep?
The simple way to think of it is muscle contractility is governed by stability. So the more stable you can be, the more you can contract the muscle. So you want to put your body into the most stable position possible. And so if you think of like a rubber band, if I handed you an end of a rubber band and I said pull, but this end moved with it, there would be no tension being created, right? So if I'm pulling, if both ends are moving, nothing happens. So in order for me to create one tension on one end, I have to hold this end stable. So the more stable I can create this, more stable I can create on this side, more stability I can create on this side, the more I can contract this muscle.
So essentially it should be neutral.
It should be very neutral. Yeah, and there should be no movement.
Yeah.
So it's moving like this, it's just extraneous and unnecessary. It's preventing this from contracting.
Yeah.
So you may use more weight, but it's not actually moving it here. So if you can imagine, like the more stable the environment I can contract from, the more this can contract.
Now, as you're going heavier though, is it a big deal if the shoulder's stable but the elbow is coming slightly up?
No, so I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think but what's happening is if you think of it like this, when I get to this point, the relative distance, this is important. So the relative distance from the dumbbell, which is in my hand, to my elbow is very relevant.
Yes.
So as I get closer, it actually gets lighter.
Yes.
Right, so when I'm here, this is the greatest distance from that elbow. So that's when that weight is actually
tension force.
Yeah, so it's called a moment arm. It's the greatest amount of resistance. But as I bring it closer, it actually gets easier. As I bring it here, you can imagine now there's zero resistance through the bicep, right? Well, it's literally zero because it's like straight down through the elbow, right? Yeah. So as long as I stay where my hand is slightly outside of my elbow, which is why I'm cueing you guys, don't necessarily shorten the range, just take your hips back a little bit. Because now the hand's this side of the elbow.
Changes the angle.
As soon as I do this, if I'm stacked, it's literally wasting time. I can contract my bicep there with no resistance.
Yes.
But adding resistance there doesn't help. Where it helps is as soon as I do this. Now it's pulling me that way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, so yes, you can move your elbow, as long as you're not coming up to the point where it's pulling you, because at this point it's pushing you into your tricep extension.
You change the angle of your body slightly back.
Right. Yeah.
I never do incline curls. So what's the cue here? Keeping that elbow driving towards the ground?
Roll the shoulder back. Yeah, there you go. Try to externally rotate through the. Okay. Lock that in. So you're almost using the bench to kind of pin your scapula there.
Okay.
Yep.
Curl from there.
Yep.
It's funny that little cue of just wrapping your scapula on the bench just helped big time. Keep that chest up.
So if you're as big as you are, like what I used to do is literally, if I'm just do one arm at a time, just do all right side, do 10 for right side, but shift your body a little bit this way. So you can go this side first.
Yeah.
So shift your body a little bit this way. So like get more of the scapula on the bench. So like move your whole body there. So you kind of like pinning it.
Yes.
So you're just creating more stability externally, right? Yep. Get in there, Wayman. Dig in, buddy.
And then move this side. Drive that scapula into the pad. That's cool. This opens up. You're driving this into here.
So that's why the upper pec is weak, right? Because that scap doesn't want to sit down.
Yeah, he has a hard time opening this up.
Just stop for a sec. Try to pull your shoulder back and down. Yeah, and then you kind of pin it there. You like lean into the bench and pin it there. So man, the concept is like, I think we talked about this before, you have internal versus external stability. So when you're standing here, it's all internal. And your body starts to fatigue, you feel this starting to come up.
Yeah.
So now we're actually adding some external support against that, right?
Yeah.
So like so when I think of exercise, like what's the bottleneck in this exercise? So what's the reason it's stopping? So when you're over there, you're noticing this was starting to happen. So this was the reason it was stopping and not this. So now if we go to this exercise second, now we can pin that in place. Now this isn't gonna break anymore.
Yeah.
So this can do more work.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same as if I came behind and I kind of did this. it would have the same effect.
Yeah. And I mean, you can sort of mitigate it, as soon as you start feeling it wants to come forward,
so
just shorten the range, you're done.
Yep.
It's like,
yep. So we can literally keep moving down the chain. So eventually the next exercise we may go here. So now it's like further, closer, it's like more stability closer to that joint.
Yeah.
So less things you have to stabilize.
Yeah.
Feet flat on the floor. Move a little further away. So you want to keep your, the ball of your foot on the ground. So knees together. Put your hands above your head. Straight up. Good. Keep that ball of the foot on the ground. Good. And now breathe. And now reach. Yep. So you feel that? Super tight. So like try to get taller. So really reach for the sky. Yep. So we can actually drive this into external rotation as well. So reach your hands up. Yep. There you go. And then if you want to make this even more difficult, you drop your hands back like that. Yeah. So try to going into external rotation, reaching. So with the inhale, you're going to reach further. With the exhale, you're just going to relax. Actually, I got that. Yeah. Keep those knees together, ball the foot on the ground. Does that feel just terrible? Yeah. So that would be something to practice. So one thing you work on is like trying to get from this position to this position. You can start here. All right, so we're trying to improve that, like, yeah, and then eventually you can slide and go even further back. So you can roll even further back now. Just like one spinal segment at a time. Yeah, keep this down. So his knees stay together. Yep. Turn the handle this way. Just a little bit. There you go. Nice. So good, man. Roll that back. Roll it back more. More. There. Yep. Posture. Let's go. I got you. Come on. Strong. Yep. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Go again. Three. Strong. 3 strong. Come on. Hold. Squeeze. Good. Bicep only. Let's go. Yep. One more. Good, lock it in, man. Good set, dude. Good set. That's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Dude, who's that freak?
Oh, that's Ricky.
Great physique.
Yeah, he's gonna do 212. Two more. One more. Squeeze. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, that was a burner. Oh, man, it's great. We're firing. This one gets crazy in here sometimes. Yeah. All right, guys, so that's the arm workout for today. We're not doing a ton of volume today for arms. It's my first time training triceps in a couple weeks because of a little injury. So it felt good to get back in the gym and get some arm training in. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. You know, it's always fun training with Ben, learning new things, different techniques, things we can apply to our training. So tomorrow we're actually going to be training some legs. So I'm looking forward to that. So guys, make sure to comment down below anything you guys want to see. Appreciate all your support. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I noticed, like, you know, tons of you guys are watching the videos, but not everyone's subscribing. It just helps out. So appreciate everyone, all your support. Until next time.